Hey everyone, welcome back to Inspiro. Today I'm talking about two of my favorite activewear brands. I have my Girlfriend set and my Organic Basics set as well. And as I've been doing a lot of research into sustainable and ethically made activewear, I've been really loving these two brands for different reasons, so I wanted to share them with you today. I hope this helps, especially if you've been looking to buy from more conscious activewear brands. I feel like this category has taken the longest for me to find brands that I really love and want to buy from in my whole sustainable journey, just because in the past I've always focused on performance. So that's why I'm so excited to have found these options that perform well but also match my ethical and sustainable standards. Organic Basics I lean towards for lounging, comfort, and for stretching and yoga, and the Girlfriend has been amazing for running or higher impact sports or my intense heavy lifting. This is what I would have worn at the gym and all of that. So let's talk about Organic Basics first. I've been testing this out for the past few weeks because I got this recently. These have been my go-to for lounging. This is their seamless set, and I got this workout bra. They have two versions, but I prefer this type of cut because I think it's more flattering when you are conscious of your upper arm fat or your armpit fat, because it isn't cut so close where it smushes it. And that's why I love this, especially for lounging, because I feel less self-conscious. I think it's just more flattering. Because it's seamless, I find that it is more comfortable, and I think it just does hug your curves. The con of that is it does show lines a little bit more. So if I'm bloated one day or I eat a burger and then I do yoga, the bloat, my stomach will pop out more and you can see it, versus when you wear a more compressive set, it kind of hugs everything in. So that's one thing to note. I love that the leggings don't ride down. That is my biggest pet peeve when it comes to doing stretches or doing yoga, is when your leggings ride down, then your stomach pops out, and then it's just really uncomfortable because you always have to move it up when you should be focusing on being mindful and being in your body, you know what I mean? And that's why I don't wear the Girlfriend one for yoga, because it does slide down. I always have to find I find that I'm adjusting all of the time, and then it's also more compressive, so in certain movements it just accentuates the bulges. But yeah, that's what I found through my personal experience. And you can also see the ripping texture on the sides and also around your bendy area. So this is where the knee bend would be. It's stretchier in the places you need it to be, and that's why I find it so comfortable. For sizing, I got an extra small in the top. I was a little worried about it being a bit small based on the sizing chart, but because of my boobs too, I think it was the right size for me. And in the leggings, I got a small. Based on the sizing chart, I was also debating going up a size, but I'm glad I got this size because it fits perfectly. If you are in between or you're not sure, I'd say go with the smaller size in the leggings and in the bra if you have smaller boobs. And right now, because of COVID, a lot of brands have stopped shipping to Canada, but Organic Basics is still shipping to Canada. You get free shipping on orders over $100, which I think is amazing. But I did pay duties, so I think be wary of that. For this set, I think I paid about $35 or $32 in duties, which isn't bad. But it's something to be mindful of. I've accepted it that as a Canadian, we just pay duties on stuff, or people just don't ship to Canada right now. Girlfriend Collective, they're not shipping to Canada right now. Everything's a mess. I get it. Organic Basics is made ethically. They're super transparent with their factories and who they partner with, so that was really cool to read into. I love that they've also offset their carbon emissions. I think that's something that shows a brand that cares. You guys know I'm a fabric nerd too, so let's talk about the fabric. This set is made out of 89% recycled nylon and 11% elastane. The elastane is there to make sure it's stretchy and seamless. The recycled nylon is similar to recycled polyester, but it's stronger, and it also takes 80% less water and creates 90% lower carbon emissions than virgin fabric. And their activewear also is made out of their Silvertech technology, which basically means that the fiber is coated with silver, I'm pretty sure. It keeps it smelling fresher longer. It prevents you from I don't know, having an odor, which I think is great for workout wear. We've all heard about microplastics shedding from recycled nylons, recycled polyester, and you can wash them in these garment bags that prevent the microplastics from going into your water system. But that is something to be conscious of. I think as I continue to research the recycled fabrics or the sustainable fabrics that still perform well for activewear, this is kind of the best technology that's out there still that does perform well. So that's kind of where the balance is, where yeah, like it's amazing that you can recycle this like post-consumer waste that's plastic that would otherwise end up in landfills and make it into high-performing workout clothes. But the con is that because it's plastic, it will shed into the oceans. So buy these like garment bags to wash them in until we can find other fabric, other technology, maybe that's bio-based, that doesn't shed into the ocean. So that's kind of where my head's at. That's kind of my little ramble there. I could talk about that for so long, but that's why I love the set from Organic Basics. I got this like really pretty plum color because I think it complements my skin tone well, but they also have this gorgeous blue that I really wanted, but they were out of stock, but they just restocked it. So it's a great time if you're looking for like workout wear to get the blue set because it's so pretty. So I'll leave my affiliate link and the code below if you're interested in them. No pressure, but if you want to support, it would mean a lot to me. But yeah, it's InspiroOB for 10% off, but I'll leave all that in the description box. Now onto the girlfriend set. As I mentioned, I love the set for more intense workouts that are more high impact. So I wore this a lot when I would be going to the gym and lifting, squatting, deadlifting, doing like heavier, like more intense workouts, just because I like wearing more compressive gear when I'm doing those lifts. I think it helps my muscles perform better, yada yada yada. Don't want to bore you guys with that info, but I find that it does perform really well, and it's up there when I compare it to my Lululemon or like my Gymshark. And you guys know in the past I wore those a lot because I care about performance, I care about things being squat proof, and I care about feeling good when I'm doing these heavier lifts. I got this set a really long time ago and I've been wearing it a lot. I got a small in both and the leggings are cropped because I'm 5'4", so I wasn't sure if the like normal length was gonna look too long on me, but I do love that it's cropped. I love showing a bit of ankle, and I'm not sure if they make this color anymore either, but I love all of their sets, so you can't really go wrong. These are made out of 79% recycled polyester and 21% spandex. When you use recycled fibers, I've talked about this in previous videos, but you have to mix it with virgin fibers so that the quality is there, and also I think for the stretchiness. That's why none of these are 100% recycled fabric. And again, recycled polyester is made from plastic bottles and plastic fishnets, so you're preventing things that would have otherwise ended up in landfills and making them into workout wear, which I think is cool. But because it's recycled plastic, it does shed microfibers. So when you're buying these things, highly recommend looking into those bags you can wash them in. That prevents the fibers from going back into the water. I love what I'm reading from the girlfriend's page too. So you can see that they partner with this factory from Vietnam and everything's certified. And their dyeing techniques too, they avoid harmful chemicals. Everything is, I think, based on the Ecotech standard. I'll insert screenshots, of course. So yeah, it's like less intensive, uses less water, uses no harmful chemicals. And it's really cool to hear that they search for a factory that employs people ethically and also meets all of these standards. So in terms of fabric and how it's made, I think that's really cool. And the other pro girlfriend is that there's no duties on them. So when I ordered these things to Canada, I didn't have to pay duties. But the con in the situation is that they aren't shipping to Canada right now. I've been wanting to get a few more sets and I have to hold off because I just a fact of living in Canada right now. But if you're living in the States, they're still shipping, so that's good news for you. I also have a code if you want to support. I'll leave that linked below. It's really cool to dive deeper into their sustainability pages, so I'll leave that info linked below too for both those brands. If you're going for a more high impact and you want a compressive set, I highly recommend Girlfriend. But if you want more of a loungy, comfortable, yoga, stretching set, I'd highly recommend the Organic Basics one. I feel like this search for sustainable activewear is ongoing, so the more I learn about it and the more brands that I discover, I will continue to update you. But these are my two favorites so far for these two categories. I think it's really hard to find one set that works for both, and that's why I have my go-tos for when I'm doing different types of workouts. You guys know that activewear and working out is such a big part of my life, so it's super exciting for me that there are these brands that are doing cool things for activewear, because it wasn't like that like a few years ago, especially ones that were high performing and that met my extremely high standards. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I feel like in my journey of learning about sustainable fashion and trying to find these brands, I think it's so exciting to continue to share them with you and to share what I've learned about them with you. And of course, I'm still learning as I go. So if you have any brands that you think are cool, or if there are things or topics that you know that you want to share, please comment them down below. I always love reading them and I respond to every single one of my comments. But yeah, if you have any other questions, leave them in the comments below and I'll be sure to get to them and help you as best as I can. And if you have any other brands that you know of, please comment them down below. I love to like find and discover new brands and like do my digging on them and like deep dive into their values and their production. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna stop rambling and I'll see you in my next one. Bye everyone.